Welcome to the virtual tour of the Central Utility Plant, located in the Texas Advanced Computing Center on the University of Texas Austin campus. This video was created as part of the Building Information Modeling course in the Texas A&M University Department of Construction Science. The owner of the project is the University of Texas at Austin. The project was designed by Atkins Global, and the general contractor was DPR Construction. The expansion was completed in approximately 10 months by CM at-risk delivery method. It is located in the Pickle Research Campus in Austin, Texas. The computing facility will house the 5th fastest computer in the world and will hold several high-performance servers within its walls. These servers generate large amounts of heat and without the proper cooling systems could crash from overheating. The Central Utility Plant provides the necessary cooling to keep the facility running. The plant uses chilled water to keep the servers cool. The water tank and cooling tower seen here provide the water used by the chillers in the plant. Cooling towers are heat rejection devices which remove waste heat by evaporation and return significantly cooler water to the system. This water is then distributed throughout the facility by a huge system of pumps and underground pipes. The chilled water tank serves as a backup to the cooling towers. It can provide over 1 million gallons of water to the chillers during peak output and save up to 20% on power use. Let's take a look at the site layout of the Central Utility Plant. The yellow line represents the constraints of the site. The maroon represents job trailer locations. The blue area will be the material laydown yard, and the green represents the staging and storing area. The gray, of course, is the construction site. The entire expansion of the computing facility took approximately 10 months to complete. Much of that time was spent building the utility plant. The following animation will briefly detail the construction sequence of the Central Utility Plant. Construction began with the drilling and pouring of concrete piers and 36-inch concrete grade beams. Next, underground utilities such as pipes and electrical components were installed, followed by forming and pouring of 6-inch concrete slab sections to finish the substructure. When the slab had sufficiently cured, construction began on the structural CMU walls and structural steel. The walls and steel were erected simultaneously in sections around the building to expedite the schedule. The roof was installed following completion of the structure, but will be removed from site for the purposes of this video. When the structure and roof were completed, installation began on all utilities, followed by interior partitions, and finally installation of all the electrical and mechanical units that make up the plant. Meanwhile, exterior finishes are taking place, such as the outer brick veneer. Erection has also begun on the cooling towers and water tank. Let's now take a virtual tour of the Central Utility Plant using 3-dimensional animation of the building. We start by entering the building through the north side garage doors into the mechanical room. The mechanical room will house 3 large chillers and an extensive system of pipes and pumps that will provide the chilled water to the server rooms. As you can see, the room is filled with several large units. This standalone plant is a major part of the computing center, as the expansion project alone added more than 10,000 square feet of data center space. We will now enter the electrical room. This room houses several switchboards and electrical panels which will control the production and output of the plant. It's separated from the mechanical room by a structural CMU wall through the middle of the building. This bird's eye view of the plant shows the structural steel skeleton of the building as well as the concrete masonry walls which make up the shell. You can also see the wall separating the 2 rooms and the small office for the plant operators at the north end of the electrical room. To the south of the central plant, you can see the cooling towers and water tank mentioned earlier, and to the west of the building lies the transformer yard through which power is directed to the plant. The tan brick finish on the outer walls provides a more aesthetically pleasing final product. This completes the virtual tour of the central utility plant of the Texas Advanced Computing Center. Thank you for watching.